Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building. We got our special guest in here, Katie Young Cocky.
Yo,
we got his homie with him.
Yo. Thank y'all for coming through.
King Bone, what's up?
What's up, man? How y'all feel?
I can't complain, man. We decent. So, Katie, man, you been in this game for a minute, bro. A minute. So let's start from the beginning. You from Englewood, so what was it like growing up in Englewood?
You already know you gotta, grind, stay out the way. But I ain't gonna lie, coming up, it was fun, though. Now that I, just go back on your question, it was fun, actually. It really wasn't. We always bad, but it really wasn't, as serious until people started dying. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So once you lose your first homie, it's like, damn, that's really what changed, the lifestyle,
So what are some lessons you say you carry with you to this day that you learned from growing up in Englewood?
Just know everybody ain't your homie. Can't trust everybody. You can't kick it with everybody. You can't go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to just watch your surroundings a lot.
All right. So at what age would you say the music bug hit you?
Music bug as far as, just loving music?
Yeah.
Out the womb, I always loved music. When I was 6, 7, I was liking, Michael Jackson and all that type of stuff. So music was always, a vibe for me. I always loved it. I started doing music at, 12, 13.
So when would you say you wrote your first song?
At that age, about 13 years old.
So growing up in Chicago, was that, your first fuel as far as content to write about? Growing up in the neighborhood, because growing up, I ain't gonna stunt for you. I bought Bow Wow CD. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was
I ain't gonna lie, I had all them. I ain't gonna front my moon I ain't had them CDs. The Chris Brown CDs. If you had females, you didn't had to have them CDs. I had Trey Songz mixtapes, all type of stuff.
Man, I got a crazy story about Trey Songz. I used to work on 47th and King Drive. And he actually had his album release party up there. And he came and he gave all us his CD. And we didn't know who Trey Songz was at the time, so we threw the CD on the ground. And my uncle, real talk, we was young, though. We was young.
Hustle and Flow.
And my uncle, he kept the CD, put it in, and fast forward, Trey Songz became Trey Songz. But we was some assholes for that.
You remember the name of the CD?
I don't. We didn't even look at it. True. It was like, man, who is dude? He just came out here.
Damn.
Frisbee this shit.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, now, Katie, you done did a lot as far as Chicago music. Do you ever feel like you've been overlooked as an artist?
In the beginning, that's how you feel. But, when you grow older and you read, you go through certain situations, you got to understand what's for you is for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, it's all about you stopping. You know what I'm saying? You... Once you will give up right before it's your time, not even knowing. You just got to keep going and believing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So what are a couple of those moments where you actually was like, man, I don't want to do this no more?
A lot of times, shit. Shoot.
You good?
It was a lot of times, One particular is I was in a situation, my last situation, and they sent me a seesaw actions. You know what that mean? You can't put no music out, right, especially harming the label or doing anything that may damage the content that's out.
Right. So
with that being said, it was like, how am I finna? This is what I love doing. You know what I'm saying? I got music with them. Everybody, I can't. How am I finna really? You gotta have content out to make money. This is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's the content was slowly just. So it's dang, I can't put nothing out, and that was 2 years before I can even do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I hung in there. I taught myself how to produce. I taught myself how to engineer. So now I got those under my belts, and I met a lot of other artists in that time period as well. So that I'll help out now too. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing and a curse.
Now, going through something like that, a lot of people would just give up on music. But like you say, you started producing, and at the same time, you start mingling with other artists. So you use that time not to feel sorry about yourself, but to make yourself
and then
stronger.
You got people around you that believe in you too. You know what I'm saying? That keep you Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then one thing we did, like we dropped the record with Valet, and like, you know, just different people like that I was cool with, like that I was just blessed to be able to say featuring KD Young Cocky.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of songs that was mine, like the songs with Cowboy and stuff, were actually my songs, but I couldn't say KD featuring Cowboy because of legal reasons.
Right.
So we had to put D Brooks featuring Cowboy and KD just so I wouldn't get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Now, a lot of artists, they can't wait to sign a record label, a deal, rather. Now, when we was walking up the stairs, you say you got your own situation, you got your own label. So you being signed to a deal that didn't work out for you taught you a lot, right?
Yeah.
So what advice would you have for artists that are out there that can't wait to sign a record deal?
Just, you know, gain as much information as you can, brother. Like I don't care if you feel like it's never gonna happen for you. Just keep gaining information. Like, learn whatever you can learn for your self-education. So, and then that way, like, you really don't need a deal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Pay for a lawyer, get your paperwork, sign to yourself. Now you own everything. Do a partnership with somebody. Help them help your situation. You know what I'm saying? Help them help your label and your music get off the ground and stuff like that, instead of just signing to them like a publishing deal and all that. Artist agreement is really a bunch of BS. Niggas just really want to be able to say I don't really get it anyway. I don't get a lot of that stuff anyway.
Signed.
Yeah, it's like to say you signed. I mean, in some cases it can be beneficial. Some cases it can be beneficial, but I'm definitely like gonna try to use everything that we learned and just move forward with the information that we gain. You know, we've been doing it a minute now, so. Yeah.
Now, how did you and D Brooks link? Because y'all like KD and Harden.
Yeah. Brooks, we linked through Space. Space, man, his cousin, I was going to his studio, and he was just saying, like, he ain't had the time to put into what I was trying to do, but I was, like, cold in his opinion. So he linked me with Brooks. Well, he brought up Brooks, and Brooks just so happened to come in that heat of the moment, you know what I'm saying, of us talking about him. And we linked the next day, and it was like we've been locked in ever since. Like, locked in.
All right, now you got King Bone with you. How did y'all link?
We linked actually with my cousin, Scotty G was telling me about him for a minute, and when we honestly, to be real honest, I'm gonna just keep it real honest. Bone had paid me for a feature a few years ago, maybe almost close to 10, almost a long time ago. About 9 years. Yeah, so, and then from that, like, we clicked, like, instantly. You know, I did a lot of features with people, but me and him clicked, and it got to the point where we was, like, just hanging out every day on the regular basis. A lot of things we was just, like, relating with, like, a lot of situations, like, we was just relating, and we just grew to be, like, close like that. Like, blood can make us closer. So, and on top of that, he cold. You know what I'm saying? I can't ignore that. So when I see somebody that's cold, like, I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I can do to help him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever thought about dropping like a joint project, anything?
Of course, we think about doing that a lot, like almost all the time. We got another one of the guys. His name J-Mo.
Mm-hmm.
J-Mo from the band. But he another one, like, you know, we all make music together, so we always think about just doing stuff together just to make the impact that much better. Like, you know, we not trying to be a group, we not trying to be like a gang, we just trying to be individual artists that make impacts on our family.
Like your support system and how they helped you grow as an artist?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you be wanting to give up, nah, bro, you can't do that. You got your daughter, you got this, you got that, you got this, you cold. Ain't nobody doing this like you doing it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they always be that fuel to keep me going. You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like you greatly receptive of, like, the people around you, and you bounce off information well.
Yeah, I really try to, like, no matter how people may, like, look at me, I still try to, like, humble myself to see what I can take in from people around me.
Most definitely. And you say you've been in for a long time, so that's a major. That's like young veteran, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, now you sent me a record that was called Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into the creation of that record.
Mm-hmm.
So D Brooks produced it. So how did it come about?
Smoke. That's really like one of them freelance songs. It's really not necessarily a hook on there. It's just pouring out just different emotions. When like a female may think you got a problem with her, when really you just got a lot of other stuff on your mind that you really don't want to talk about.
Right.
So it's like, I really don't want no smoke with you right now.
And that was
like,
off the pandemic.
No, this is actually, I'm working on a new project. It's called Don't Take It Personal. It's gonna be my first release off the new situation and the new rebranding, the new me, like, you know, just the new everything. So it's gonna be the first song I drop from that project.
All right, now before I get into this song, I want to ask you this: like, at what point did you say, I need to restart? Because you completely did your social media over and everything. You just said you're rebranding yourself. It's like everything you drop now is clean, beautiful content. You feel me?
Yeah, I appreciate that too, bro, because that's what I'm aiming for. I want that respect of, I'm not competing with people like that's trying to get on.
Right.
I feel like I'm already like ready. That is just like breaking through with that record. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when people see me, I want them to look at me the same way they look at Travis Scott, or, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that's already like, you know what I'm saying, that's had that record already. So yeah, that's just how I want to take that approach. So I appreciate that.
All right, we're going to get into Smoke right now. Y'all don't go nowhere. Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yo, checking back in.
All right, now, KD, you got a lot of hit records out here. You got joints with G Herbo, Dirk, YFN, Lucci. I'm pretty sure you got a gang of stuff with people I don't know you did. So what would you say would be your favorite joint or your favorite studio session that you had with an artist?
My favorite?
Yeah.
It wasn't it was with David Banner, but we didn't record no music. We was just really like playing each other music for each other. But the energy in that joint was like, you know,
yeah,
it was crazy. Like it was crazy. Like David Banner, he a dog.
Now I'm pretty sure you learned a lot from David Banner just from sitting in that session with him.
Yeah, just to get somebody to feel your song, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could play a song, like, for example, like, I can play a song for you and then just let it play, but you ain't gonna receive that song the same way if I play it and then I like perform it for you type, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he was doing. He was making sure I felt what he was saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was one of them type of vibes.
So what would you say you took away from that session?
That, like, just
to make people feel you?
Yeah, make sure, like, if I play this song, I'm finna make you feel this song. Like, right. But I know, like, I can't just play this song because you probably don't hear a line. You probably don't hear something that would have turned you up.
Now, you're not just a rapper, you also a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
So can you speak on some of the people that you wrote songs for?
No, some of them is in closed situations, but for the most part, I've worked with like Ty Dolla $ign and I've worked with Common. I worked with a lot of people that I really can't like
speak on
because people don't, you know how that be.
All right, now I watched one of your recent interviews where you say you started to focus on you. So what sparked that change in you?
Just looking out for somebody that really ain't had attentions on, looking out for you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times Jay might put a foot forward for somebody that really ain't had them intentions on fucking with Jay in the first place, you know?
Right.
Like, it's like passing somebody the ball that ain't never passed you the ball, you know?
I heard that. Well, with your music and everything, what would you say was your biggest moments thus far in your career? Like, what was the moment you like, this is, you know what I'm saying, this top tier for me?
I mean, it's a lot of little moments that made me feel like that.
Yeah, sometimes.
And it's a lot of big moments that made me feel like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I doing?
Exactly.
But like, I had did this show. A lot of things ain't go right this day, but for the most part, I did this show. It was a Gucci Man show at the was it the United Center or something like that? It was what? Yeah, it was there. But it's just like that stuff just felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like doing them big shows. I think that's probably one of the biggest crowds I've performed in front of. But it's like, for the most part, you really can't see all the people out there, but the people you can see just like, and then you see people that you know, or like, it's like, yeah, this shit really feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just acknowledgement.
For sure.
Just acknowledgement for your work.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's all you want, really. Is motherfuckers to know that's like, yeah, I really put a lot into this.
All right, now I see you wearing the Englewood tees a lot.
Yeah, Englewood branded. You gotta
right, that's your
understand
uncle, right?
Yeah.
So explain what that brand mean to you.
You know, the Englewood store, we grew up on 63rd and Justine, so and the Englewood store is like right there on 60th between Justine and Ashland.
Right.
So I used to go to that corner store to get the little, you know, strawberry shortcake, little bag of chips, a quarter juice, 50-cent juice. So it's like to just still be up there, just bring a lot. It's a lot of motivation for one. It make me want to open up restaurants, all that type of shit, clothing. So me and him be talking about all time. Bro, we got so much shit, bro. We trying to do for real, like outside of music, just to make sure this shit lasts forever. Because, you know, we got kids and shit now. So it's a little different. It ain't just about us no more.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure this shit lasts.
So outside of the music, give us one example of something that you want to bring to light.
One thing that I've been, you know, that I got in the works where I haven't really gave too much light on it, but I look at it in my notes a lot. It's this thing I thought about like 3 years ago. It's called Hands Up, Guns Down. My homie DV, he had passed.
Right.
So I was thinking about like starting this little thing where it's like we teach the shorties like how to box and stuff. So I've been like thinking about that a lot, like just like, you know, because I ain't know my daddy neither though. So I feel like if we get like some kids like some free boxing like lessons, like even if it's only like Tuesdays and Thursdays, like non for profit, of course, just showing them how to throw hands and stuff like that. Where it's like, and you know, call the program Hands Up, Guns Down. You know, just, you know, something for the shorties and stuff like that. He got a restaurant he want to put together. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff we want to do. I want to do a parking lot. Just a parking lot. You come park your car, put the little money in the meter. I come pick that shit up every month.
Oh my baby,
For real.
Man, that's a goal, man, right there though. You just need to put it in the right location because I was actually looking into that.
Not to cut you off, but you got to do it like where you know that the motherfucking, I can curse.
Yeah, just you don't go over.
Where you know you can put like, okay, for example, you know the CTA drivers, they need somewhere to park their cars when they. So I had a CTA lot across the street from where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to think about people like that who need to park their cars and go downtown and park their cars and get on and drive the bus from here to there.
And they know their car gonna be there when they come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I was looking into actually buying a parking lot, and I had ran across this dude who told me a story about this Arab guy that bought a parking lot downtown. He bought it for like $400,000, and that was like a super steal because anything downtown $1 million plus, especially when it comes to something like really a parking lot.
It be all type of stuff going on down there, but we really be thinking about all type of stuff all day outside of music. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure we put the money into the right places.
Now, you spoke on growing up without a father. Now, I grew up without a father also, but like you say, you're a father now. Mm-hmm. So did that add motivation to actually be in your child's life and see those moments?
Yeah. And then I had to notice a lot of things too. A lot of things that I used to think was okay, I used to blame it, and I used to constantly blame it on the word sacrifice. But I really didn't notice that it was really like fucked up, because I was making it seem like it was cool to not be out my daughter's life, when really it was like only because like my father wasn't in my life. So I was like thinking like it's okay for me to go do this work, because at the end of the day I'm working to make sure all that's straight, to make sure I'm, you know, to bring something at the show. But I'm really not thinking about the importance of me actually being there, I had to really think about like my mentality and how fucked up I am in the head. Like
Facts.
to think like how important it is for me to actually be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of
You
times
think
it
like
take,
your pops ain't there, so you looking at it like a lot of times you look. Well, I was looking at it like man, you know, my BM got it. I'm trying to make this happen right now. When, you know?
Yeah, a lot of times it take that self-reflection. I want to ask you and Bone a question, like, because y'all been in it so long, like, from the beginning up until now, like, how have y'all seen Chicago music change? And has it changed for a good or a bad?
Well, right now, a few years ago, it was fucked up, you know. Now it's better. Like, it's a new sound now. It's taken away from all that drill. It's knocking that down.
Right.
Like, so kids seeing a different way of making music now and putting more feeling into it and making it global where people can listen to it instead of just one crowd of people.
Right.
I feel like what's that? I always say it wrong. Triller or Thriller.
Triller, I think.
Triller. I feel like Triller and TikTok make it a little better too, because it's like it's giving people the opportunity to express their personalities and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be creative with what they doing, and then like when it first in the beginning. I mean, it's still going on right now, but you know, people was really getting on off dissing people. You know what I'm saying? Like your homie will die, and now it's like the whole song really is to say, "Fuck you, fuck y'all. I'm pissing on y'all grave."
Right.
And this is literally damn near every line. You know what I'm saying? To the point where motherfuckers was just researching it to see if they was saying my name. You know what I'm saying? Or to see who they were talking about.
It's thousands of views off that.
It went from there. Then it's like to the point where you got certain people telling the guys like, "Man, bro, stop dissing people. You really can rap, bro. You really can make some music, bro."
For sure.
Then it went to that to real songs started coming out. Oh yeah, motherfuckers is really talented. And then you still got the motherfuckers who came up under the drill era and so they think this is the West really supposed to go on.
For sure.
Shorty, you really late as hell, Shorty. You really should have did this in 2012, 2013. It's 2021. You late.
Now, I remember my introduction to King Bone. Now, it was Since I Was a Shorty. That was a minute ago. Yep. I posted it on Only for the Real. I just had to get on Twitter because I'm like, I know King Bone music, and you was on you was on that J-Mo from the BAM song too.
You can't think of the name.
I love that song. I feel like that song should have been bigger. You feel me? It definitely should have scaled a bigger platform. Now, King Bone, since you've been in music, like, what has been your biggest motivation to keep going?
Man, just family first. You know, I know I got a lot on my plate, so I can't give up. That's number one. And then just seeing artists come from the same places I come from, and they made it. If they talented or not, they didn't stop. They just kept going, and it happened for them. So things like that. And I know where I come from. They come from the same place, so that give me a lot of motivation. I know I can do it. And I know I'm talented. So.
All right, now, KD sent me a song, Dangerous. Let's explain to me how Dangerous came about and what that song mean to you.
Oh, Dangerous really came, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the studio. I turned the beat on. I just caught a vibe. But the vibe I caught was like, should I throw the hook on the front or just come in like hit songs, just verse hook? But it went better. The verse then the hook. It really was just off a vibe. The beat, 808s, crunch.
All right, introduce that record for us. We gonna get into it.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy King Bone, man. Y'all for Less to Dangerous, man. Produced by X on the beat, man. Let's get it.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yo, checking back in with KD Young Cocky.
Still locked in. Now, KD, if you wasn't an artist, what would you be?
Dunking on niggas.
Can you dunk for real, bro?
No.
I was finna say because it definitely don't look like you out
Hey,
here
if
like,
he
putting
dunk-
shit down.
if he
I'm
won,
not dunking right now, but I was dunking on it.
if you won the artist, you definitely would dunk somebody the way you said that. So
I would dunk on Jay.
I was swatting that shit.
y'all ever hoop together?
Nah, he been ducking me for like 3-4 years, bro. He been ducking me. Like I shout out Ramon. Bro hoop. I pull up with bro, we get it in. You feel me? That's never a
Bro can't
KD
beat
around.
me. Ask him if he beat me.
I ain't never
Ask him if I dogged him.
Ask
If I'm
Sauce?
1-on-1.
Ask Sauce if he beat you.
Yes.
Sauce
In
decent.
a 1-on-1.
Sauce decent.
If he's saying Sauce decent, I know he can't mess with me, bro.
I'm just I went to high school with bro, so I seen bro hoop. I ain't never seen you hoop.
I dogged him already. It don't matter.
Like I say, bro
That's how I
been
know
ducking
I'm
me for
dogging
like
him.
3-4 years,
Dogging
bro.
him out.
Bro been ducking me for like 3. It's a lot of rappers in Chicago out here ducking me, man.
Hey, when y'all hoop, man, just make sure y'all record.
We going, you feel me? We gonna make it a thing.
We got to.
Yeah, y'all
make a
might
flyer.
as well start a league.
Make a
up or
little
something.
flyer. Even while I'm on my way there, I'm getting a flyer made. On the way there.
Oh man,
I always wanted to be a hooper too, man. Just
Yeah,
it never
hooping,
panned
man.
out. You feel me? Now I'm a radio personality.
I don't know what I'll be doing. Probably hooping. I'll probably be dead. Damn.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Damn. I
Tough
was
one
dead
right
serious
there.
too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now we
Fucked
are
up.
in a current pandemic. So what would you say is something that this pandemic has taught you?
What? This pandemic was raw.
he say roll.
Yeah, it taught me. I mean, everything. A lot of these lessons just taught me a lot of the same shit. This taught me to keep people out of my business.
For sure.
That's what this taught me. Keep people out of my business. Don't show everybody your hand. You know what I'm saying? It showed me that we wouldn't got all that bread for no reason.
Man.
Why you say no reason?
Cause we had to go get all that bread.
Run it up.
Yeah. Hey.
No, I'm talking about when they had us getting the stuff from the grocery stores. Talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you talking about actual
yeah.
bread?
Yeah, I'm talking about. I thought you ain't never getting money for no reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. Shoot,
That's gonna always be a reason to get some money.
for sure.
It
I'm
was
talking about
toilet
real
paper, all
bread,
that, right.
A loaf of real bread, wheat and whole grain.
Bro, it definitely was a shortage on everything.
Y'all remember that?
I do.
remember too. They
get all that.
hand
I was-
sanitizer, all
Me and
that.
my girl was going to multiple stores trying to get toilet paper, bro.
Yeah, the toilet
that's
paper and
crazy.
shit. What the fuck was up with that?
I don't know why people invested so heavily
That's
in
what I'm
toilet
saying.
paper.
Like
bro.
they fucked us up.
First day took off.
They
Gone.
fucked our head up, G.
And then they
Why the
started
fuck
making you
was
wait
we
to go in the
going
store.
I mean, why the freak was we going to get all that toilet paper?
Have no clue.
I guess all the food was gone, so they like, man, we might as well get toilet paper.
I promise you, I'm interviewing y'all now.
Go ahead.
Can't none one of y'all tell me why we was getting all that toilet paper?
No
Man,
reason.
I'm assuming because people was shitting a lot.
They was
Like that's
shitting.
the only thing I come up with. Because when you actually sit and think about it, bro, like if you got 24 rolls of toilet paper, that should last you a minute. You
For
feel
real.
me? There's no reason to have 100 rolls of toilet paper to the point that they putting a stop on how many you can get out the
Man,
store.
water bottles,
They
bro, all
crazy.
that. Now you go to grocery stores, you only can get like 2 per case, 2 cases per,
Bro.
all that shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm just glad it's well. Can't even say it's slowing down. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I just can't wait till it's over with. If it's ever gonna be over with.
What's anticipated for you in 2021? Because it look
New
like we're gonna be
project,
doing
new
the same.
singles.
Yeah.
New project. Don't take it personal. First single, Smoke, produced by D Brooks. All quality content. That's what you should.
For
look
sure. And going off Smoke, it look like you swinging for the fences on that.
Oh yeah, we ain't playing this.
Yeah.
This finna be some. The video dope. I'll show y'all the video before when we get off air. I'll show y'all
Say
So,
some
less.
stuff. You feel me?
Say less. Now, Katie Young Cocky right now, like what advice would you give to yourself 10 years ago?
Bro, you KD Young Cocky, bro. Forget what they talking about.
For real.
That's real though. A lot of people like, man, regardless of what you doing in the world, like if you got the confidence, bro, that shit
Yeah.
don't happen.
Yeah.
Confidence is 100% everything to me.
Yeah, a lot of times it's be caring about other people too. Like, you know, but everything happen for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Now, before we get out of here, you got any words you want to say to the people? Any kind offerings?
Yeah, stop. Don't give up. Keep going, cause hey, you moments away. I don't even want to say days away or months away. You moments away. You steps away. You seconds away. It's happening right now. Just look at where you was at last year. Or look at where you was at 5 years ago. It's happening. You know, it just ain't happening at your speed. So keep going, young blood. Get money.
Facts. Don't be scared of the moment either. My man, embrace it. Now, tell the people where they can find you. Tell the people, just plug yourself one more time.
My address is 3233 South Parnell. Pull up on just. I'm talking about 3233. I ain't know what to say.
She said Parnell. I'm like, man, I don't even go that far.
Hey, yeah, Katie Young Cocky, bro, and my YouTube, Katie Young Cocky. Subscribe to my YouTube. We trying to put that joint over 1 million, something like that. Yeah, it is. I am who I am. I am who I say I am. It's really everything is really who it. Everything is really everything. Let's just go up.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people before we get out of here.
For sure, man. Go ahead, follow me, Groove Nuke, GROOV. Go on, follow Ill Sound Radio, man. Shout out for Katie Young Cocky for coming through, bro. We appreciate you for real.
All love, bro.
For sure, man. And make sure y'all go download that iLLANOiZE app. Submit music, all that, man. We around.
Facts. Now, I'm going to double down on everything Jimmy said. Once again, appreciate you for sliding through, bro. I remember listening to Animal for the first time, and I hit you like, bro, this one of them joints
so
right here.
You like the new joint?
Smoke that we just played? Yeah. My favorite song from you, though, is Rockin' Robins.
Dang.
I love that
In the
joint.
hood, we was robbing.
I love that
Put
joint.
bears in our robins.
So hopefully you get everything that's coming to you in 2021. You feel me? Hopefully I could be like, hey, that's Katie Young Cocky in Times Square with the Spotify thing jumping off. You feel me? And I could be like, hey, we just interviewed him. Because we go back a nice little while. You feel me? To the Only for the Real. You know, when you came through, you sat down with us for the Only for the Real interview. And I remember sliding to D Brooks' crib. You feel me? Sitting in his crib, chopping it up with him. So, man, just to see how far y'all came, you know, that's a blessing, bro. And I just want y'all to keep going, bro.
It's only up from here. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all finna be like, damn, them boys going crazy. Man.
Facts. Now, I'm going to play I Never Know because I fuck with that joint, too. You feel me? Before we get out of here.
Roll some more, smoke some more.
Bro, you got hits, bro.
Wait till you hit his new brack. Oh, my God.
Like, I brag about a lot of artists, but I'm always quick to say Katie Young Cocky underrated. Katie Young Cocky got it, bro.
This run, we definitely gonna need everybody who say they rock with me though. We need everybody to show their hand on this run because we got eyes that matter. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my granny too, man. Long live my granny. I love you. I miss you. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of eyes on this run, so we need everybody who say they who they is. We need y'all to show that, showcase that. Let's go.
Big facts, man. Y'all make sure y'all show Katie Young Cocky some love. Y'all run them numbers up for him, man. It's Ill Sound Radio. Until next week, we out this joint.
I'll let y'all.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.